It's just common sense. And that's what they did. They took common sense. It's really your spirit that's telling you, look, this is don't do that, don't do it. It's up to you to listen to it or not. Now, if they can get you through religion to disregard your spirit, you're in trouble. You just believe in stuff because that's what somebody told you from a long time ago, a tradition. You don't even know why. You don't understand. You just do it. Somebody passed it along to you. And then when somebody come and break the chain, all the people look at him like he an outcast or something. Oh, he crazy. He be talking about this. He don't believe this, and he don't believe Jesus is the Lord and Savior, and this and that. I think it's some people gonna go to heaven that ain't never said Jesus' name once before in their life, and he the one gonna let them in. Cause when he told them before he left, he said, you ain't never visited me when I was locked up. You ain't never feed me when I was hungry. And then he said something to the effect that if you did one of these like that in the name of righteousness, you who I know you. People go around Jesus, and just as evil as I don't know what. And then you got some people around here that don't believe in none of that mess. But if you hungry, they'll feed you. If you need help, they'll help you. Them the one. That's what he's saying. He said you ain't gonna be able to get in, but by me. That's what he meant. He ain't meant because you just pronounce my name and say my name all the time. He meant that he gonna be standing there like a bodyguard in front of a club, and then only people that's gonna be able to get in the club gonna get in through him. He can just look at you and be like, I like what you got on. Come on in. I don't like what you got on. You leave. That's why he was saying, depart from me. He said, many will come in my name and say that I am the Christ or whatever, and they will fool many. He said, in that day and time, he's going to say, depart from me. I never knew you. He talking about, that's what he's talking about. People going to be saying tonight, oh, then we do this in your name, then we do this. He's going to depart from me. I never knew you, you workers of iniquity. And then there's going to be some people that didn't know, they ain't never preached nothing, they ain't never said nothing about the Bible or nothing, no Quran, no none of that in their life. They just lived their life how they were supposed to live, and their heart was pure, and he gonna let them in. The devil got the world thinking religion can save them. It can't. So therefore he got control over religion. That's what he had to get control of. And if he can press that on you, and he did it through war. We was chained up, Mom. Come on now. You know I'm telling the truth. We was locked up when they gave us the Bible. They showing it in the movie. But I knew it before the movie. They showed it in Roots. When they gave us the Bible, we was in chains. And he forced it on us. But it was Africans over there already had been brutalized by Islam in Africa. But they put that stuff on people by force. It ain't like we just, oh yeah, we was all cool and everything. Everybody was getting along, and then they said, oh, here goes the Bible, let me tell you about Jesus or whatever. And then they opened it up, and no. They wouldn't even let them read. And then when they did, if you look at the laws, but when they started letting black people read, the only thing that they could read on the plantation was the Bible. And it's crazy. I hate to say it, but I had to come to the realization I can't play with it. And then before, I used to have conversations like this with Dad. I used to be trying to tell him, like, look, man, you can't fool God, man. You can't fool the spirit. And then people talking about God. Come on, man. The real one, you can't even set up a meeting with President Obama. How you gonna go straight to God? You can't even go straight to Obama. You'll be lucky if you talk to one of the least. You'll be lucky. You still there? You still there? Hello? Some kind of way you went out. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. And me and Steve, that's one thing I can say about Steve. Ron look like she be trying. She coming over, and people saying, like, I was looking at a preacher. What's his name, boy? What's that dude's name? I forgot his name. And they just not talking about if Jesus was black or not, or white or not. They just getting on that. That's crazy. Come on, these people had a plan. They knew what they doing. They don't put that picture of white Jesus in these people's house, and by proxy, by default, you know you're gonna be looking at the white man like he's God. You've been praising a blonde hair, blue eye, and then it distinctively says in Revelation that Jesus had hair like wool and skin. His feet was like burnt bronze that had been thrown in the furnace. He probably was black as I don't know what. That's in the Bible. So where did they get this description of him from? And why would they put that out there like that? To where you got all these black people in the world with a white man in there on their wall. And the white man is the one who... And I ain't trying to say that because I was telling somebody the other day, I think if anybody can be the devil in the flesh, it had to be a black man. I think behind all this evil stuff white people done, I think behind closed doors, these people be worshiping a black man. Because if you look at how evil we can be towards each other, it just makes sense to me. Because people be talking about, ooh, they got all their knowledge from Africa, and the black man was here way before, and we did this, and we took them out of the caves. Okay, then, so I'm thinking, so where did the black man fall there with the knowledge? If the black man is the one who taught everybody what they know now, how did he ever fall? Why would he give people information enough to defeat him? And that's what they talking about. The Masons got all this information. But on the highest you can get is the 33rd degree, 33 degree Masons. But it's really 360 degrees of knowledge. So if he just only gave them 33 degrees, he got to be holding all the rest. That's 130, 127 degrees of knowledge that's still out there. I mean, what's 30? No, it's 300. That's 200. Well, let me get off. How much is that? That's all. There's 327 degrees of knowledge that's still out there. Nowhere in the world you can defeat somebody that got that much more knowledge than you. And you can deceive the whole world if you just stay in the background. You don't let. That's how you win. That's why we don't never see. You ain't gonna never. You vote. People be voting for the president or whatever. You ain't gonna be voting for the. You ain't gonna be able to vote these people into power. You can't vote. That's no way in the world. It don't even make sense. The people that's really running the government are the people who got the money. They ain't gonna let you vote whether they can make money or not. Trump done put like 6 billionaires on his staff since he done got in. Those people, that's who they report to. The ones who holding the money. It's a family. You ever heard of the Rothschilds before? You know how much money they said a Rothschild's worth? $500 trillion. And then Trump talking about he a billionaire. People talking about Bill Gates, he worth 60 billion. And like the billion, it takes 999 billion to make 1 trillion. And when you start getting up in money like that, it don't even be about no money. Them people don't have to pay for nothing. You think the people be paying light bills and electricity bills and stuff like that? No. They just sign their name. It is what it is. They living like that. Whatever they want, they just get it. They don't have to pay bill. That's for us, the peasants. And all these little people they dangle in front of us is just for show. You gonna do what them people say do. Because they got all the money. And the devil done trick people into living thinking they need money to live. Like the fish wasn't gonna keep reproducing. Like the bananas and stuff wasn't gonna grow no more. Like oranges wasn't gonna grow no more. Like all the vegetables, tomatoes and all these different fruits wasn't gonna grow no more if it wasn't for money. If you ain't got no money, it's like everything gonna stop growing. Who you feed? You keep feeding somebody with the money. They done tricked us into believing that money means something. And we just going along with the little game, and they got all the money. It ain't even fair. How did they get all that money? And then you got some people ain't got nothing. Why would God create an earth like that? It's got to be for something. Those people who got all the money, they got to be with the devil and know where they going, and they just here to tempt and oppress all the other ones who ain't really chose no side yet. That's why Jesus said that. He said you got to be hot or cold. You can't be lukewarm no more down here on earth. That's over with. You had to change. You was already lukewarm once. That's how you got banished down here. And see, I'm talking about spiritual stuff now. That is nowhere in the world I could have seen, but it's in my spirit and it's the truth and I know it. It was a war that took place and there's some truth in that Bible. But they mixed it all up. If you change one thing about the truth, you created a lie. And that's what they done. That's what the devil done. He a cold boy. He got smarter over the years, and he just was sharpening his skills on how to control everybody, and everybody just fall in line. Because you know what? He got everybody teaching their kids to grow up the same way that they grew up and do the same thing. But if you will notice, it's still, no matter what, gets worse and worse. And he likes it. He likes the chaos. He likes the war. That's why it's always a war going on. It's always war going on. It ain't never peace. It wasn't meant to be no peace on this earth. So how are we as Christians or whatever so peaceful? And it's a war going on. We just gonna hide from the war, and then we just gonna live comfortably under the devil because the devil but we saying it's God now, but God ain't no but a title. See, it's so deep. You understand how deep it is? We just sitting over here. It's war going on in Aleppo right now. In Syria right now, it's war. It's war in the Congo. It's war in South Africa. It's war in Afghanistan. It's war in Iraq. But we sitting over here comfortable. It ain't touched our doors, so we straight. Then they said, oh, a terrorist got in. They got us under their beck and call. If they want to upset the people of America, anytime all they have to do is blow up something and say ISIS did. And put it on the news, and everybody gonna believe it because it's on the news.
Well, that's fine. I hear you. You live up there. I got my bad one.
Cold.
I hear you. I hear you.
And I really wanna, but you gotta understand though. You had a cold boy. I'm going against the grain. And that's what people supposedly be believing in Jesus. Jesus went against the grain. He didn't go along with everything how it was going. That's why I said people don't even understand. If Jesus walked the earth today, they'll been and killed him. They'll put him in an electric chair. They claim that they love him and everything. That one of the dudes, this in the Bible now. You tell me if this in the Bible or not. The man said, okay, Jesus, I like what you're saying. It's cool what you're saying. I want to follow you. But my daddy just died. I want to go bury my father. Then I'm coming. What Jesus tell him, man? Now, what would people today say to him, somebody that said that to them about their dad?
That's true. I believe. I hear you. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. Some of it makes a lot of sense to me. Some of it I don't even know what you're talking about. But you do what you do. I don't understand it.
Did you hear that though?
Mm-hmm.
How many people, just think about it. The man said, let the dead bury the dead. To these people, how they are about man, he'll be going all back in the neighborhood, man. Jesus Christ is all out there. What he gonna tell me, man? I told him, man, I like what he was saying. He was cool, and then he gonna tell me, I want to go bury my dad. You know, my daddy just died, right? Yeah, in the funeral, I want to go bury my dad. The man ain't gonna tell me, let the dead bury the dead, like forget my dad or something.
I know.
But everybody act like they love Jesus and, oh, Jesus so cool. They would have hated the man.
I believe it.
It's a trip, but we all gonna have to meet our maker one day.
That's it. That's it.
It's a whole lot of people gonna see me and they gonna be like, wow, how that man get over there? And I ain't just gonna be over there, I'm gonna be living like a king.
I believe that too. It's gonna be different elements in there. They're gonna be all on one accord.
Well,
Everybody on the same level in heaven. I believe that. But anyway, let me get in here and do my thing.
okay, Mom. Love you.
I'm glad you called me, son. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, this is our church today. You ain't go to church, you got a little bit from me today.
Sure did. Alright, I'll talk to you.
Alright.
Okay. Who's Vicky?
She just got in the shower.
No, she did.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright.
Come on.